last season we scored over 80 goals. And all of that goal was dishing out. Yeah, we have Martinelli, we have Odegaard, we have Saka scoring, Jesus chipping with a 10 goal. Yeah, when Jesus was injured, Eddie and Ketty.
Also, Odegaard overperformed and scored loads of goals last season, and he's not.
No, you see, all right then. I'm gonna say something, yeah. And I was sitting down watching, and I noticed it from a longer while, but I'm just saying to myself, no, it can't be real. And I was sitting down, and every time I'm watching Odegaard play, and I know most people never ever really even think about this. Do you know that Odegaard is our creative midfielder? Yeah. Okay. Do you realize that Odegaard only play on the right? Think about it.
What? As in the position
on the right
he takes
side.
up?
On the right, the position that Odegaard take up is the same position that Saka take up.
Yeah. He drifts more that way.
Yeah, he does more in the middle. But you never see Odegaard on the left, linking up play with Martinelli. Have you ever seen that? Think about it.
No, you're right.
You never seen that, innit?
He just favors that side though. Players always do that.
Yeah, but all right then. You can. All right, this is what I'm saying. I'm not blaming Odegaard for this. I have to blame the manager, because if Odegaard keep on doing it and the manager say nothing about it, then you can't blame him. But if you're a creative midfielder, yeah, your each spot supposed to be all over the pitch, left, right, middle. You cannot. Your each spot cannot be on the right. Then that simply means that you're not you're not a creative midfielder. Because you are the one supposed to be distributing. If you look on Kevin De Bruyne, do you see Kevin De Bruyne playing one side of the... like I said, I'm not putting no pressure. I'm not saying anything bad about Odegaard, because I like the guy. Yeah. You understand? But it's how the manager want him to play. Who to tell if not Mikel tell him that to play that way? Because like I said, you see it happening, and he stay on the right hand side. For what reason? I don't know. As a creative midfielder, he's supposed to be all over the pitch.
But you know what it is, yeah? He is like probably like a right-sided 8. And you're playing him as a 10, innit? As a 10. Yeah, if you watch Madison, Madison's everywhere for Spurs.
Okay. You see, when I talk here, people saying, oh, and for me personally, I never see Odegaard as a creative midfielder. And I was baffled when Mikel went and spent 65 million, and Chelsea flop.
Yeah.
And Madison went to Tottenham for 40 million. I could not believe it. I was singing on it for nearly 3 months. I was like, nah. That was madness. A man who can pick any lock. Are you gonna let him go to your rival?
No, facts.
And you need a man like that. Because what I would have done, I would have taken Odegaard and put him in the Xhaka position. Yeah. Let Declan Rice sit. You don't need to get forward that much, because we don't want you to get caught out. Yeah. So you can sit and protect my back four. Yeah. We have Odegaard, and Madison and Declan Rice in midfield.
It works.
It worked because Odegaard just gonna play ahead as a more like as a 10. Yeah. Madison is a creative, and Declan Rice sit.
It could work. It could 100% work. But the Havertz thing didn't make no sense though.
It just, I can't see, for the love of Christ, I can't see why would you go and get a man who scored 1 goal in how much game for Chelsea? It just doesn't.
Who knows, bro? Like I just remember the Shameless. Your manager come on the pitch and was pointing to him after he scored a tap in. Yeah. And it's like Kai Havertz is useless, and it's like he's doubling down on this Kai Havertz signing. And ultimately, one of the things that's going to define his legacy, because when he gets sacked, everyone's going to blame him for that Havertz signing, because it hasn't worked out. Alone. It's not Havertz alone, but that is going to be... that's going to be the key.
Remember, if you remember 4 years and see how much flop this man went to Chelsea and get off Chelsea. Chelsea love him. Chelsea want him to stay in the job. How many flop the man went? No, he went and get Jorginho. He get David Luiz. He get Kyle Havertz. He get William. Yeah. Is it 5 players get off Chelsea?
Jeez.
I think it's 5. Who else can get from Chelsea? Yeah. Them 4 players. So you tell me, what those 4 players make? None of them make 1. David Luiz was a disaster, fam. This man was he was a suspect from the get-go. This man gave a penalty left, right, and center. You understand? William, he went and get Williams and tell William that he's going to build a team around a 32-year-old. Come on. Waiting. Do you know what William done? William rip up the contract and say they can keep the money. He doesn't want it. He just want to leave. That's what happened. Yeah? So you can tell what kind of manager we have. We went and played the last game that we played. We ain't going to play until what? Nearly 2 weeks time, 13 days time. We're going to play. We're playing Liverpool in the FA Cup. Come on, take the thing serious, fam. Yeah? The way all this man living in the next man's shadow, yeah? You believe in Nketiah. You give him that extension contract.
Yep.
We know from the get-go that, come on, Eddie's our player, but we know that Eddie not going to give us 20 goals because he's not the main striker. He's a second striker. So you're not going to get 20 goals from him. Yeah? Why is it that you're going to play a weakened Liverpool team with the only 2 senior players they have there was Alisson and Trent on the pitch? The only 2 senior players. And you're going to play as a false 9. Kyle Havertz as a striker.
Yeah.
You're going to play the false 9. Who used to play the false 9 in the Premier League?
Yeah, but you know what's mad about that, yeah? When you signed Kai Havertz, I called it as well. I said to these men, your manager's done the cheap thing because he's come out. Remember, there was a time they asked him what his best position was and he kind of said, oh, we'll see. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And I knew he bought Havertz because he knows Havertz can do a job up front. He can do a job on the right if Saka gets injured. And he can use him in the midfield. He just bought him as a utility player. This guy didn't have no idea where he was going to play him. He just knew that, you know what, I'm probably getting 3 players in one. That's probably how he looked at it. That's how he justified spending that money. And I don't
believe that he really buy Havertz to play on the right because he haven't played him there yet. Yeah? Saka need a rest. But why Saka can't get a rest? There's nobody to play here. Because... we put Nelson over there. Nelson rather play on the left. Yeah?
Yeah.
We put Trossard over there and he was lost. We put him in a game against, who was it? Was it Bournemouth? I don't remember which game we put him. Now put him on the left and on the right. And he was lost. It was non-existent. Yeah?
But you got Pepe out on loan and you're still paying his wages.
So tell me now, think about the madness. Why would you send Pepe on loan and you don't have a backup for Saka? It can't make sense, innit? Doesn't make sense. This is what the guy do, man. Doesn't make sense. We know that we know that Jesus is not going to stay fit for the season, for one. So why in the summer he never went and go and buy a centre forward? Why he never went and do that?
You got Eddie.
No brainer.
It's a mad thing. You spent 100 and something million on Declan Rice.
Well, that 110, that was well deserved because...
Yeah, but you say that, but it's like, when you look at what you done last season...
Yeah.
There was nothing about Arsenal's performance last season that told me, yo, they need to spend 110 million on Declan.
No, that one was
not get a striker because look at Jesus last season. He was injured also, and now he's injured again. So you knew that Jesus' injury record was a worry. You knew that Eddie wasn't good enough to lead the line for you. So unless he trusted Kai Havertz to do a job up front, a striker should have been a priority.
A man who scored 1 goal in the 30th game.
Well, there you go. So the priority should have been to get a striker. But then you don't want to upset
you can't knock the Declan Rice. You can't knock the Declan Rice by. The reason for that, put Declan Rice in a better team than West Ham. Yeah, and as I said, as I see Declan Rice, come on. I think the last 3 games is his poorest game that him ever played in an Arsenal shirt. You understand? The poorest him ever played. So we can't knock that, and you know that you're gonna play a premium for an English player. you're gonna pay that premium, and we need him. It's not like we didn't need Declan. We need Declan, so paying the 105, 110, then it was justified. That's the money you're gonna pay. But
yeah, but you need him now because you sold you sold Granit Xhaka,
but
and you don't have Thomas Partey. That's why you need him.
That's why we need him. Yeah, but that's what when they're saying. But when you're saying that 110, and we should get a striker. No, the 110 spending on Declan Rice was justified, but spending the 65 on Kyle Havertz didn't justify. Because we should have went and go and get a striker. We could have got a striker for 60 million. Come on.
You could have got a striker for 60 million, but also you shouldn't have let Granit Xhaka go. A lot of Arsenal fans thought that Xhaka needed to leave, but bro, he got the better end of the bargain now. He's like I'm saying, he's challenging for a league title. Arsenal aren't.
No, but Granit Xhaka, no. I'm not buying that one. Xhaka, I don't see Xhaka as an Arsenal player. From what Xhaka done with at the Crystal Palace game, then Xhaka should have. But
your midfield's not better without him, though.
At the moment, because all right, you can't say that because if Thomas Partey was fit, it would have been Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, and that would be.
Partey was playing at right back when he was fit.
Then,
I'm just saying.
No, you're right. You're right.
Bro, so I don't know about all that.
You're right. That's what the man do at the beginning of the season, isn't it? Thomas Partey was a man with no leg.
We ain't seen Rice on Partey because Partey was playing right back.
Yeah, a man with no leg playing right back. Just didn't add up, innit? Didn't add up. It didn't add up for real. But yeah, but the fans, that's the combination we think that's what's going to happen. We think that it was going to be Rice and Partey. And we're saying like, oh, you arguably, that would be, apart from City, that would be the best midfielder in the Premier League. Come on, you can't deny that one. You understand?
It would be strong if they were both fit and they were both playing, but we ain't seen
that. But no. At one point, they were both fit. As you say, Thomas Partey was playing on the right. For whatever reason, Mikel Arteta believed that he's a scientist. And think about it. Don't even think deep. Why would you put Thomas Partey on the right? Because remember, to put a man on the right, him have to have legs. Yeah? So Thomas Partey don't have leg. Why would you do that? Doesn't add up, innit? So everything this brother do is madness, man. Is madness. And I said this brother should be gone long time. Long time, fam. And I tell Robbie, if we don't win anything this season, it's a failure. With a capital question mark beside it. Because this brother, you can't be... When last you ever hear Arsenal FC under investigation or the fair players looking at them, they're spending. Never. So remember, we back him. He get the money. He spend it, but he spend it on player that doesn't make sense.
Yep. Facts.
What's his name? Tavares doesn't make sense. Lakonga doesn't make sense. Vera doesn't make sense. Kyle Havertz doesn't make sense.
Man are spending money on man that are going out on loan and still not getting game time, you know.
Still not getting game time.
That's what man's doing. That shouldn't be happening.